Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly Golightly, and today's video I'm going to be showing you my early spring and spring perfume rotation. And it seems like every time I do these videos, more and more fragrances come into the rotation. So yeah, I don't use all of these a lot, but even just having them out for me to think about wearing them and wearing them once or twice is better than sitting in a box and never getting used. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in. So I'm bringing out two fragrances from Elizabeth Arden, the green tea and cucumber, and the green tea and cherry blossom. I really like this fragrance for summer and spring, the green tea and cucumber. And the green tea cherry blossom, this is my first summer having this, but it's not a super overwhelming cherry blossom scent. So I think that I will get along with it very well for the spring and summer. I'm going to be putting this Burnishing Glacé from Solstice Scents. This is in the scent Cameo, and I use it to layer with other fragrances. It's a very nice vanilla, so it layers with lighter florals really well as musky scents really well to make something more sweet. And that just has its home back there. Next, I have Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. Let's see, there you go. And this is a really beautiful fougere. This to me is a little bit more aromatic and a little bit more feminine than a traditional fougere. So I enjoy wearing this. I'm just going to put it off to the side. I had it out for winter, and I'm going to keep it out for summer. I'm going to keep it out for spring because I think it will work well in the spring. And then we have Chanel's Paris Venice and Paris Venice. And this, of course, is one of my favorite spring and summer fragrances. It's fresh, it's citrusy, it's got that orange and orange blossom note, and it's slightly aquatic. So that one will also be perfect for the spring. Some holdouts that I had out in winter that I'm keeping out through spring are Grand Ball from Maison Christian Dior. This is a little bit heavy for summer, but otherwise I would wear this year round. It's a beautiful jasmine fragrance. And I'm also keeping out Creed Royal Oud. It's more woody and it's not really a heavy oudy scent. So I don't feel bad wearing it in warmer weather. The next one you've seen in my videos before. This is Balenciaga Paris L'Edition Mer. This is absolutely my all-time favorite aquatic fragrance. It smells like a day at the seashore, but it's not that beachy smell. It's not the sunscreen seashore smell. It's really beautiful. And then also this one I've had out, Replica lipstick on from Maison Margiela. This type of scent is easy to wear year round. So we'll put that there. Then let's see. Probably the newest to my collection that I'm adding to this rotation is the Eau Croisier from 2019, Thierry Mugler Eau Croisier. This one I am so pumped to be wearing because, oh, now that's going to drive me nuts. I'm so pumped to be wearing this. It's a beautiful fragrance, and honestly, I was not giving it a chance when I was thinking I didn't want it before. So I can't wait to wear that. I also have Serge Lutens Vetiver Oriental. This is a little bit heavy, but it's not too heavy for spring and summer. I will probably not be wearing it once the weather warms up past the 70s or 80s in temperature, but for now it's still perfectly fine. And I do want to try to get some use out of some of these newer, more wintry type of scents. Speaking of winter scents, I still have Amber Rousse from Perfumed Empire. This one actually I was going to put away, and then I forgot to when I was putting other scents away, and I ended up deciding like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to keep it out because I'll probably wear it now and then. The next one is a really great freshie. It's 100 Bon Fleur d'Orange and Santal Delicate, and this one, again, this is a partial bottle, but it's just a beautiful out of the shower scent that I will be utilizing. I will probably reorganize this shelf, to be honest, because I don't love the way it looks right now. We have the Jungle, not Kenzo Jungle, oh my god. We have Police 2B Exotic Jungle Woman. This is my all-time favorite spring and summer cheapie. Go check it out if you haven't already. And then another weird shaped bottle, Agent Provocateur Eau de Parfum. I keep this one out year round just because it fills a niche that there's not really any other scent that I own that can do so. I'm also keeping out, hold on, Stella McCartney Pop. I just talked about this fragrance in a video of some of my favorite spring scents. This is a really pretty doll's head type of floral tuberose scent. Then I've also got Byredo Bal d'Afrique. This one is usually out in the spring and summer. Sometimes I wear it in fall and winter, but the performance goes a little bit lackluster in the colder months, so take it as you will. It can be good, or it might not be, you know, the best for your climate. This one's newer, but another one that I'm so excited to wear. It is Floral Street Wonderland Peony. I have extrapolated on that, so I'm not going to continue to do so, but you can check out one of my videos that I've talked about it. And then making an appearance from last year, is Erin Tuberose Le Soie. This is just a beautiful indolic tuberose fragrance. I freaking love that for spring and summer. It's so beautiful. And then joining it, speaking of indolic fragrances, we have Cartier Bisavol, and this one is a lily fragrance. It's just a bright, sharp green lily. So pretty. I haven't worn it in ages, and I'm excited to bring it out. I'm keeping out Tom Ford's Ombre Leather because this particular scent isn't too heavy, and in fact is a good year-round leather fragrance. Put that there. And I also have Chanel No. 5 Eau Premiere. This one for me is just a kind of special occasion type of fragrance. One that I want to have available to me for any type of fun or romantic or any type of special occasion. So there you can kind of see them all. This is the only shelf that's at eye level here, so the other ones I'm just going to kind of have to show you and call it good. I'm not done yet though. I'm also keeping out MAC Lady Danger. This again fits a certain niche for just a really fun, wearable fragrance. This could be for every day, or it could be for more special occasions or nights out. I have Jo Malone White Jasmine and Mint. The White Jasmine and Mint that came in the regular standard Jo Malone packaging and not the ombre or colored bottles does not smell like the White Jasmine and Mint that came in those bottles. This one has a very, very indolic jasmine and heavy green mint, and if you're not careful, it can smell like a body odor type of scent, so I only wear it in the spring. And speaking of being careful about your scent, I have Heretic Parfums Jasmine Smoke. Again, a very heavy indolic jasmine, which under the wrong circumstances can definitely smell like body odor, so that one is also a more of a spring and fall scent, even winter, but it doesn't perform great in winter. I do have a few little luxe sample sizes. I have Flora Botanica from Balenciaga, and I have Clean Reserve Cell Santal. Focus? No. There, maybe? No. Well, anyway, those two I've been trying to see. I had a full bottle of Flora Botanica and I literally never used it, so I sold it. But I will repurchase it if I find myself reaching for that sample size. So the last few for this shelf, I have my indie perfumes that I've pulled to wear, and I also have some decant fragrances that I have pulled out to wear. I have a decant of Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Grey. I have two decants from Nest. One is Nest Black Tulip, and the other is Nest Indigo. Yeah. So these I decanted from the roller balls so that I would remember to wear them. Let's see how that goes. For the indie fragrances that I will be wearing, I have from Solstice Scents again, Rose Custard Kulfi. And I know that I did show Solstice Scents already, but I wanted to put it at the back there, so I wanted to get it out of the way. This is just a really desserty, milky rose fragrance. I don't know that this would really be good for any other season besides spring and fall. I did just pick it up in the end of December, so I haven't had a chance to really test it and see, but I think it will be the best time to wear it. And then I have from Black Violet the fragrance How Soon Is Now. This is no longer in production, but it's kind of a bright green citrusy scent. I have, oh shoot. I also have Lady Grey. This is, again, these are no longer made, but this is a Earl Grey tea with a cigarette smoke note. Then from, oh, I also have two of the smaller Dram vials from Black Violet. I have Forest Sleep, which is a gourmand woody fragrance, more of a fall or winter, but I think will still work in the summer. I want to see how much I use so that if I need to like repurpose it, I can do that. And then I also have Affogato, which is a coffee fragrance. From my favorite Darling Clandestine, I have Pop Cream, which is literally the best spring and summer scent ever. It is straight up cherry, not cherry, straight up orange cream, sexy patchouli goodness. And I also have Halo Chrome, which is a beautiful bright fragrance with so many notes I can't even describe it. From Alchemia, I am using Moroccan tea, which is perfect for this time of year and this type of weather because it's very refreshing. And Carmen 7, which is a little bit sexier, and I like to use it to layer with more of my other sexy type of fragrances. Then I also have Bluebird's Fly from the Strange South. This is an eau de parfum, and this particular scent has a blueberry note, and it also is a nice light floral, and I think it's going to be perfect for this weather. So that's the first shelf, and we shall move on to the next. The next shelf, the middle shelf, or technically it's the top shelf, but I have also perfumes on the top. So this shelf is where the masculine leaning fragrances are, or the fragrances that I consider more masculine in my collection, the ones that I share with my partner, my kids, and also the fragrances that belong specifically to my partner. So that's what you'll see here, is all of the more masculine leaning or traditionally type masculine fragrances. The first one I have is the Burberry Aftershave. So this is the original Burberry fragrance for men, and it's in the aftershave, and this was gifted to him by a coworker, and I love this. I feel like this is a very clean, sort of traditionally masculine fragrance. I don't know how I would feel. I don't think I've ever actually smelled it in its cologne form, but to me this feels like a very traditionally masculine scent, and I really like it. It is just an aftershave. Sorry. It is just the aftershave, so it's not super strong and it doesn't like hang around, but I like to smell it. I really like to smell it. Then I have the Police Original. This is the barbershop fragrance I had mentioned in a different video, comparing it to one of the colognes. Oh, Yves Saint Laurent E. This is a gorgeous, just classic barbershop scent with a beautiful lavender note. It's just aromatic, super pretty, and it's so inexpensive, definitely under 20 bucks. Pick it up if that's the kind of fragrance that you're into. This is my personal favorite men's designer scent. It is Givenchy Perfume. It is the original red cap. Some places I see listed as a purple cap, but it is a red cap. This has been discontinued, but you can still find it for pretty inexpensive. It's just a beautiful, woody, masculine leaning fragrance, but I wear it all the time. Like, as a woman, I wear it to smell comforted. I think it's a very cocooning, warm type of fragrance, but I love this fragrance. I don't know why they discontinued this and not the blue cap or the silver. I think the silver cap got discontinued actually, but I don't know why it was discontinued. I love it. If you like a woody fragrance, even if you're a woman, definitely check that out. Givenchy Perfume. Speaking of woody fragrances, this is from Bath & Body Works. This is their eau de parfum in the scent Forest for men. Again, another one that I picked up during the winter, I got this during Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale. But this, I really love woody fragrances, especially on a man, but also on myself. And this is a very authentic pine and balsamic type of fragrance. So it is eau de toilette concentrate, I believe. It is considered a cologne, but so it doesn't last super long, but the smell is outstanding, especially if you like that balsamic or pine needle type of fragrance. The next one is another one of my favorite aquatic fragrances that I bring out every spring and summer. You've seen it in past videos, especially if you have followed my channel for the past year or longer, and it is 8 and Bob Cape d'Antibes, and I love this. I didn't know. This is another one of those fragrances that I didn't know was traditionally gendered for men. I just thought it was a beautiful aquatic scent, and I absolutely love it. It's a spicy aquatic. It's got mineral, like fresh green, cypress, like it smells like the sea, and that's the type of aquatic fragrance I like. The Balenciaga is more feminine. 8 and Bob Cagdantebe is more masculine, but they smell like the sea, and that's what I like. Speaking of fragrances that smell like the sea, this is Zara's Mundaka. I ended up purchasing quite a few Zara fragrances over the past year, and of all of the ones I purchased, the only 2 I kept were from their men's collection, Mundaka and the Bergamot and Lavender. This is another aquatic. This is more of a traditional sort of designer style aquatic fragrance. It is similar in feel to the Acqua di Gio, which I've talked about before. So that is also out. But this is a really good alternative if you like something like Acqua di Gio or the Acqua di Gio Profondo that I just showed in a video. This is a great alternative, although I don't know that it's available from Zara's website anymore. You may have to look on eBay or Mercari, somewhere like that. I do have Frank Olivier Oud Touch. This is a classic type of fragrance for me. This is one that myself or anyone in my family can wear. The oud is very present, but it isn't too strong. It's a really good, well done synthetic oud. And the fragrance itself isn't so heavy that even in the hotter weather, it would be overwhelming. I don't think I will be wearing this at the top of summer, like those 110-degree days. But for spring, this is absolutely a great fragrance for especially special occasions or dressing up. Almost finished for the masculine scents. This one I got for my partner for Father's Day last year. This is Mont Blanc by Mont Blanc, but I can't think of the name of it. But I really enjoy this, and it's very nice. It has a slightly gourmand touch to it, a little bit of an amber scent. So it's a little bit less fresh than a lot of the other ones. Layers really well with the foresty, more woody scents, but also smells amazing on its own. I'll write the name on the screen. Anyway, there it is. I know that perfume lovers will know what this is. I can't think of it. The newest one that's up here is this one from this Urban Outfitters. It's the IND Resin Eau de Parfum. It is actually a unisex or non-gendered fragrance, but I purchased it as a gift for my partner. And I think I'm the only one who wears it for the most part because I really love layering this. This makes a really nice like licorice anise note when it's layered with things like Tom Ford Ombre Leather here, or even other like more single note type of scents. So the longevity on its own isn't amazing, or the projection for that matter, but I really love layering it. And then I also passed on a Scentbird vial. This one is Roja Parfums Danger. This is the elixir version, not the female one, the masculine one. And I had sampled, it comes in I think a green or red or purple or blue. It comes in a blue. It comes in a blue bottle. And I had sampled this through Scentbird, and I thought that it was really pretty for a man. Not for me, but for a man. So I leave it up here with the masculine scents for those more, again, if you want to like dress up or wear something a little bit more like complex. So that is the third shelf, and let's go on to the top shelf, the final shelf, where I have all of the fragrances that I grab for most often, and also I will show you my travel sizes and decants that I'm using. So often On the top shelf here is where I will put my newest fragrances that I'm either wanting to try out or that I really want to start wearing, and it's no exception right now. I have the Vesker Deviant up there. I am loving this. I absolutely I do. The opening note that I talked about, I realized is like nail varnish or nail polish. And it makes so much sense in the concept of this fragrance. I think it's amazingly well done. I also have my giant bottle of Armani Privé Rose Alexandre. This scent is a year-round for me. I love it so much. I could absolutely wear it year-round. I've also brought out Amouage Figment because this is a very heady, spicy green and white floral, and there's really no better time to wear this than spring. It just doesn't really fit for fall or winter, and it's definitely going to be headache inducing and not appropriate for the heat of summer. So these next couple of months are going to be my best opportunity to wear this. It has a tuberose, lily of the valley, a bunch of green notes, and then also a bunch of dirty green notes, like a deep green patchouli. So that is Amouage Figment. It's very beautiful, very complex. I love the fragrance, but it's 100% like the white jasmine and mint, not appropriate for most times of the year. I have a couple of body splashes. These are for layering purposes only. This again is a vanilla. This is Wild Madagascar vanilla from Bath & Body Works to add sweetness. And I also picked up the Fresh Gardenia Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works so that I can add a bit of floral fragrance to something that is maybe less floral and more sweet. And then I have my D&G number 10 Rue de la Fortune. I'm trying to use it up. This fragrance is like refilling itself at night. I swear I cannot use up this last little bit. I'm gonna have to pull an Abercrombie and Fitch and just walk around the house spraying it or something. But that's up on my tray so that I can remember to use it. I do have a body lotion for Angel. Again, this is for me to remember to use it. I have Zara's Bergamot and Lavender I talked about before. I wear this to bed a lot, so that's why it's in my easy reach section. And then, of course, Boucheron Chat Absolu de Nuit. And this is one of my just easy reach fragrances. Definitely a go-to. So that's why it is up there as well. I have Womanity from Terry Mugler that I've pulled out because, again, this works best during spring. It's not really appropriate for other times of the year, although I do wear it in winter sometimes. And for the spring, I've also brought out the Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Eau Fraiche, which is just so pretty. This is an eau de toilette. It's not as heavy as the original Classique. It has a lot of bergamot on top of that orange blossom note. This is the Jean Paul Gaultier Airlines version. They have the fragrance in several different limited edition flacons that you can pick up, but I really love this. Let's see. I have Dior Addict. There we are. I have Dior Addict Shine. To me, this is another fragrance that's really only going to perform at its best in the spring and summer. This particular scent, like all of the Addict flankers, and I'm assuming the newest version of Dior Addict, does not have the greatest longevity or projection. So to maximize what you get from it, spring for me is the best season because our temperatures are at a good place, and there's also the most humidity in the air, so that's when I bring out some of these fragrances for that purpose specifically. I also have Okcha Sinful. This one is new to my collection. It's a Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe. I'm really loving it so far. I don't think it smells like Lost Cherry, but it's a really nice fragrance in its own right. And so that's why it's out here for me to be reaching for it. Of course, it wouldn't be spring if I weren't wearing my NYX Prodigious Le Parfum. I don't know what to say. I mean, you can just go back and watch my other videos about this. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I'm going to layer it with that Gardenia body spray too. Oh, girl. I also have brought out the other Eau Croisier, the 2020 version. I don't have a stand for this one, so it's just going to lay flat. I keep the flat lays on my tray, not necessarily because I use them the most, but because I don't want to take up space on the shelf with that. So I'm going to stop this video here. I will upload with my decants and travel sprays. That one will be much quicker, but I don't want to keep this going into infinity. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see those travel spray videos, I'll have it linked down below as soon as it is up. And otherwise, check out my playlist for my fragrance rotation videos to see what I wear throughout all the seasons, and maybe check out some of the things I've added to my collection or perhaps have taken away. Give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment with anything that you have on your mind. I'd love to hear it, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye!
We're running in the jungle of love.